Good day, everyone. Welcome to Camglish.com. This is Jara, your teacher in learning and experiencing English passages. Come and join me as we deal with a preview of another fun and interesting passage. So, what are we waiting for? Let's all together study the book English Reading Basic 1. Today, we will tackle Unit 14, and this article is about transportation. In this lesson, we will learn the different types of transportation. It sounds interesting, right? So let's now begin. First, I will read this article slowly so you can be familiar with how the words should be pronounced, and after that, you can join me as I read it for the second time. So listen carefully. I will start now. What is transportation? It includes cars, subways, buses, trains, airplanes, and ships. What happens if we don't have any transportation? We have to use our own feet. How did people travel when there were no cars, trains, or airplanes? People used animals for transportation. Horses were the most popular types of transportation around the world. But some countries also used elephants, camels, and dogs, and they still do. Those animals are slower than modern types of transportation, but riding an elephant must be much more fun than driving a car. So, let's have it for the second time. Let's make it faster, okay? Let's start. What is transportation? It includes cars, subways, buses, trains, airplanes, and ships. What happens if we don't have any transportation? We have to use our own feet. How did people travel when there were no cars, trains, or airplanes? People used animals for transportation. Horses were the most popular types of transportation around the world. But some countries also used elephants, camels, and dogs, and they still do. Those animals are slower than modern types of transportation, but riding an elephant must be much more fun than driving a car. So I hope you got all the words correctly. And if you have time, you can go back to this video and practice your reading ability. So now, let's have some exercises related to this topic. Let's check the level of your understanding about the passage. Here we have select true or false. You need to identify which sentence is true and which one is false. So let's have sentence number 1. Subways are transportation. True or false? This sentence is true. So, let's have the sentence that will support our answer. Let's all read it. What is transportation? It includes cars, subways, buses, trains, airplanes, and ships. So here we can see that subways are transportation. Sentence number 1 is correct. Now let's move on to sentence number 2. Long ago, people used airplanes for transportation. Is it true or is it false? The correct answer for this one is false. So let's check what word made it wrong. Here it is. People used animals for transportation. So, it is not airplanes, okay? It is animals. Now let's have number 3. Elephants were the most popular type of transportation. Is it true or is it false? You got it right. This sentence is wrong. So, it is false. Let's go back to the passage and check the sentence that will support our answer. Let's all read it. Horses were the most popular types of transportation around the world. So remember, it is horses, not elephants. Now let's proceed to our word box. This word box contains 8 words that will help you broaden your vocabulary. It contains the correct pronunciation of the words and its meaning. Now, let's all read it. Please repeat after me. Transportation. Include. Subway. Happen. Travel. Popular. Camel. And the last one, modern. So, if you have time, you can make sentences for these words. And now, let's have our last activity. Here we have vocabulary checkup. You need to complete 4 sentences in order to have the complete thought. You can choose your answers from this word box. So let's have number 1. Buses are great blank. What do you think is the missing word? Good job! The correct answer is transportation. Buses are great transportation. Now let's have number 2. Fill in the blank. My family will blank to Japan next year. So what is your answer? Good job! The correct answer is travel. My family will travel to Japan next year. For number 3, what do you think is the missing word for this sentence? Blank are very useful in deserts. Perfect! The right answer is camel. And for number 4, I'm taking blank art class this semester. What do you think is the missing word? You got it right. It is modern. I'm taking modern art class this semester. I hope you got all the correct answers for this activity. This is the end of our lesson for today. I hope you learned a lot. Again, this is Teacher Jera saying study hard and do good. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.